This is my hair growth strategy for 2024, and I'm sharing it so that you guys can steal it. And if you want me to make like a downloadable PDF or something like that, let me know and I can surely make one. And this is what my hair looks like. So my hair has done exceptionally well this year, especially right after my cut when I did my silk press. And my hair has been thriving and I think it's been growing longer and faster. So this year was like a prep for how amazing next year is going to be. So let me break down everything I will be doing and what you can do in 2024 to master your hair growth and get the most thickest, healthiest, fullest, longest hair. I will still be oiling my hair with my rosemary oil mix, and I will be doing it once a week like I have been the night before I wash my hair. The reason why I've said rosemary oil mix is because a year is a really long time, and I make multiple oil mixes throughout the year just because I'm trying out things for you guys, or I just want to try something new because I finished the oil that I had. However, in whatever oil mix I have, rosemary oil will always be present. Whether I'm using actual rosemary sprigs and making my own rosemary oil, or only using the rosemary essential oil diluted into my other oils, rosemary oil will be there. The next thing I will be doing is a scalp massage every single night, or at least every other night. Unfortunately, this is the most expensive thing on the list. However, I have seen massive results from this. And this is my LED cap from Current Body. Like I said, or did I say this? Everything I mentioned will be linked in the description box below. This is not sponsored, but they did kindly give this to me like months ago, the first time I talked about it. Anyway, I've been using it for a long time and I have seen a lot of changes. I honestly have been a little bit skeptical about LED light therapy just because it's not one of those things that feels like tingly. You don't see like overnight results, so you're just like, is this just another gimmick that's sponsored by dermatologists to boost the industry? But no, this actually makes a massive difference. So the LED lights are not lasers, it's just LED light therapy. So it covers a wider area than laser because laser goes to like specific points, but LED light therapy covers a much wider surface area, and it actually basically goes into your scalp, into where your follicles are, and stimulates your follicles, basically gives your hair the energy to grow. And I have noticed that this has stimulated my hair growth so much. My hairline has been growing back faster. My actual hair has grown much faster. And I've noticed this because my hair has been in cornrows. And usually I stay with my cornrows for about 5 weeks before they look like crazy and messy. But now by week 3, my hair is like I've had it for 5 weeks. So I can definitely tell the difference. I have braids under this too. And I actually prefer to keep my hair in the cornrows just because I feel like there's a wider surface area of my scalp for the LED lights to go through, because I do have very thick hair, and so I like to have at least quite a bit of my scalp exposed. Personally, it just makes sense for me for the LED light therapy to work much better. This is not what it's for. The one thing that I've noticed since using this LED cap is my forehead is clearer. I feel like the skin is tighter, and also my eyebrows grow so much faster. And that's because when I wear the LED cap, it kind of reaches here, so the light kind of pans down a little bit. That was something I was not expecting at all because it's not advertised by the company. I've seen people talk about this LED light before. However, I wouldn't wear it on my face like that just because it's not advertised as that. So I just wouldn't play those games. Now, the next thing I will be doing is what I've already been doing for the past like 4 months. And so it has worked so amazingly well that I will continue using it the whole of next year. And this is oiling my ends every single night. It has made my hair so much healthier, and it makes my hair feel amazing. It makes my hair look amazing too. I have less single strand knots, not no single strand knots. I think if you have very curly hair, you can't avoid it, but I have way less. My hair just feels healthier. I'm retaining length faster. My favorite oil for this, again, this is not an ad, nothing is sponsored, but the Kerastase Elixir Ultime has been my number one hair product of the year because the first day I used it, I felt instant, like transformative results. And people who oil their hair every day, I used to think your hair must feel so oily. It does not. When you immediately put it on your hair, sure, it feels a little bit oily, But then I always do this at night. When I wake up in the morning, it is completely absorbed into my hair. You don't feel an ounce of oil, especially because the Kerastase one is very serumy. It doesn't feel like a standard like olive oil or something like that. So that's why I love it. And because of its serumy texture, I can use it on straight hair, I can use it on curly hair. No matter how my hair is, I can use it. I actually started using this every single day when I did my silk press. So my hair was bone straight. I used it every single day. It didn't make my hair heavy, didn't make my hair revert because it's not watery. It is just the perfect texture. And so after my hair went back to curly, after my silk press, I continued using it every single day and I've seen massive results. If you have another oil that you think works better for your hair or you just don't want to pay that much, there are so many oils out there. Just buy one that has more of a serumy texture or is at least targeted for your hair shaft. The next thing I will be using, unfortunately, is also expensive. It's the K18. I will be using K18 every single time I use heat on my hair. So what I do is if I'm gonna use heat on my hair, I will use K18 on every single wash for like a month. So that will be like the 2 weeks before I blow dry or straighten my hair, and then the 2 weeks after that. So that's like a month of use every single time I wash my hair. And then when I'm not using any kind of heat, whether I'm blowing out or silk press, I use K18 like once a month, only because I don't have bleached hair, I don't have relaxed hair, I don't have severe damage, I don't have anything that would require me to use a really like strong reconstructive treatment to my hair. So it's not necessary for me to use it constantly. The only reason why I made sure to get it again is because I know that I will probably blow dry my hair at some point, I will silk press it. So it's more of a preventative measure. But if you have any kind of chemical treatment like bleached hair, relaxed hair, any kind of hair dye, keratin treatment, anything like that, it is extremely important that you invest in something like K18. Now, if K18 is too expensive or it just doesn't seem like that amazing of a product, the next best thing I can recommend is the Redken Acidic Bonding Concentrate. Not the shampoo or the conditioner or the instant mask, just the acidic bonding concentrate. It's 150 mils, which is 3 times the amount for like a quarter of the price, and it works very effectively. And a lot of people, including professional stylists, have compared the results to K18 and they say that it's a very similar. It doesn't do the exact same thing, but the results are very similar. The next thing I will do throughout 2024 is deep condition my hair every single week, or at least every single time I wash it. And my favorite one is the Amika. You guys are so sick of hearing this if you've watched this channel before, but it's my favorite one. The Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask is my favorite deep conditioner of all time, and I'm just about to buy the one in the blue one, which I can't remember what it's called, but it's supposed to be even more hydrating and moisturizing. I don't even know how that's possible, but I am excited to try it. I'm getting the double size, the 500 mils, because I have never tried a single product from Amika that hasn't worked, so I'm gonna go all in. It's usually cheaper to get a bigger one. And now this next one is one that I didn't implement that much earlier in the year, but I've been doing it in this last part of the year and it's made a massive difference. So I'm going to continue doing this in 2024 to a point, and this is protective styling more. So my protective styles of choice will be cornrows because they last long. I don't have to manipulate my hair for a really long time. Also, I love oiling my scalp and doing scalp massages when my hair is in cornrows, and it's the hairstyle that moves the hair the least amount. You have more access to your scalp, less breakage. Also, if you want to wear a wig when your hair is in cornrows, it's easy to just throw a wig on the top, wear a hat. I also will be going ham in the gym again next year. And so when my hair is in cornrows, I don't have to worry about like sweat going all over my hair and like making my hair dry or frizz up or anything like that. And so if I need to do a quick rinse because I sweat a lot in the gym or something like that, it's so easy to do when my hair is in cornrows too, without like manipulating the hair too much. And then the second one will be just large braids, because I can do my hair in the large braids for like 4 or 5 days, then take those braids out and wear my hair in a braid out for like another 3 days, and then proceed to my wash day. So I basically get like a protective style and then a low manipulation style after that. I will be doing twists also, but just not as much as the braids or the cornrows, because I prefer the way my hair looks in a braid out versus a twist out when it comes to styling it when I take it out. The next thing I will be doing next year at least twice is to trim my hair and get rid of all the split ends, at least as much as possible. Being scared to cut off the split ends just prolongs the amount of time that you have damaged hair. Even if I was to end up with the hair at the same exact length, I would prefer that than to have longer hair that's like thin and damaged and has split ends. The more split ends you cut off, the better chance you have to retaining length, because split ends are more prone to like getting tangled, tagging, splitting upwards, and just damaging all your hair around. And when your ends are bad, it just kind of makes all your hair look bad. And I find that when you cut off the split ends, it's so weird that it makes your hair look longer, even though your hair was longer before. Like, even if you cut off 5 inches of damaged hair, your hair will look longer than before because it will be full and thick at the ends. And I did a really good trim this year when I did my silk press, so I will be doing the same next year as well. And hopefully, I will have maintained a lot more hair than this year. That is the goal. This last tip is going to be my most important tip of 2024, and I think it should be yours too. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with me, and that's fine. Have fun with your hair. That is my number one goal for next year. I want to have more fun with my hair. I want to wear it in more braid outs. If the weather allows and it's cold enough, I want to wear my hair in more silk presses. At the end of the day, the ultimate goal is my hair to look and feel the healthiest it has ever been, and also get the longest it has ever been while I'm still enjoying it. You are not doing anything if all you're doing for your hair is to please people on the internet or family members to be like, no, your hair has to be in a protective style. You should never use heat. You should never dye your hair. Never do this. Like, no, it is your hair. Do whatever you want. All I want is healthy hair. But at the end of the day, if my hair is healthy and long and shiny, and it's just always in braids and always in cornrows, and I never actually enjoy it in hairstyles and wear it out, what's the point? If you're interested in what I'm wearing on my lips, I'm obsessed with this lip combo. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the color Foxy Brown, the Natural Collection Lip Liner in the color Espresso, and my new obsession, the NYX Fat Oil in the color Status Update. Now, if you want to see how I make my plain rosemary oil, you can watch this video right here. If you want to see how I make my rosemary oil mix, you can watch it right here. Hit my face right there to subscribe if you didn't in the beginning, and join my membership if you haven't yet, where I can give you one-on-one advice and just early access to a bunch of videos and many other perks that you won't have if you're on simply the main channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!